Welcome back to ARC Cincinnati, the holiday party. To celebrate the season, we have invited some of our good friends over for, as you do with the holidays, a little bit of potluck get together.
All right, so we got our buddy Chef Aaron. We've got comedian and host of the Jungle Gym podcast, Mark Borison, and we also have someone who knows a thing or two about serving up the beverages.
Your mic on? Let me check. I don't think it's on.
Is it on?
It's on?
Yeah, it's on.
It sounds like I can't hear you very well. Okay, all right, we'll keep going.
You say the next thing and I'll...
Okay, here we go. Maybe it just sounds very echoey in here today. All right, we're just going to keep going. So, what do we got? I just want to make sure we hear you. It's very important. Okay, so Chef Aaron, what are we talking about in this one? Are we going to kind of just set our holiday up? Okay, so Chef Aaron, what do you got with you there?
You want me to go
you go to a holiday party, and what do you bring when you're a chef?
Well, that's a tough call. I feel like there's a lot of judgment. If you bring something to a holiday party.
That's a good point.
That's true. When you're a chef, you can't. Yeah.
So I've got a couple different things. I've got some gluten-free pistachio cookies. Imagine like a sandy mixed with an oatmeal cookie. And then I've got a smoked cream cheese.
Smoked cream cheese. I've never had that before.
Oh, good. Just get on and go, man.
Just
present it. Present it.
One of the things with Boar's Head is making charcuterie super easy. Everything's thinly sliced, ready to go. Pop it open. I put this together in about 10 minutes. And then the other thing is the smoked cream cheese. Takes about an hour. You don't need a smoker to do it. So if you don't have a smoker,
I don't.
Get
Tell
disposable
me how you use
pans.
That, how do you do that?
Some pellets, some wood smoking pellets. Put some foil around.
Stop it.
And then set the cream cheese on foil on top of that. You just want to find a way to light those pellets.
And Mark, you're giggling over here like you've seen that before. Have you ever seen that before? Where I
have seen it before.
Really?
But what I haven't seen is someone that excited to learn this.
Come on! You're wrapping up wood pellets, man. What are you doing over there?
Well, I was asked the question yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you don't need a smoker.
Don't need a smoker?
So, and this way, when you're done and the pellets cool off, see you later.
Okay.
Just done.
Yeah. Throw it away.
Any safety tips, Chef?
Let it cool before you throw it away. Do not
dump it in dry
throw smoldering pellets.
Great tip.
Very good. Very good.
I'm so sorry. I'm really enjoying my last time on the show.
But that setup, I love that the charcuterie is that easy, because at this point, if you're having a holiday party and you don't have one of them boards, you got problems.
Right.
Yeah, and I mean, I got the, again, sticking with the gluten-free theme, the Crunch Master.
That's for me.
Very, very simple.
Yeah.
Well, and it's more rampant than you would think.
A lot of people eat gluten-free now, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and the fact that it's gluten-free and they're delicious.
Oh, Anthony's going behind you.
He's gonna light
behind
my
the curtain
fire.
here, he's going to turn the fire on
He's
because
doing
it's not a
something.
holiday party.
Oh, there's
look at
supposed
this.
to be something in the monitor.
There's supposed to be a fire.
We can't find the on switch.
He's heating up.
Here, go ahead and show him. Show him what's happening.
It's
This is
okay. They
This is
know.
what goes on.
That's
They
how
know.
you're going to light the smoke.
What's happening?
I like how you're just getting out of the way.
I know.
You guys have been around with us long enough. You absolutely know to just get out of the way. Should we talk about drinks next?
Let's talk about some cocktails. That's one of my favorite things. And then
Catherine, I don't think I even introduced you earlier because we were no, we didn't because my mic you thought my mic was off.
Okay.
So I didn't actually introduce.
Hi.
Hi, Catherine
Scott
Madabeth
here.
from New Rip Distilling. We're glad you're here.
Thank you.
Officially introduced now.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love coming
she just
here.
rolled in with,
Just everything.
with all this beautiful display over here. So tell us
Yeah,
what
what do you
Shall I
what
make
you brought.
something for everyone?
Oh my gosh. I mean,
ready?
Twist our arm.
Okay.
if the opportunity
Here I
presents
go.
itself,
Here
let's just make. Dude,
So
this
New
is
Riff, right
amazing
across
what's
the
happening
river.
right now.
And
What's
here
talking
we
about
go.
New Riff?
We wanna
But
point
can you
out-
make a smoker? No, I'm kidding.
I can, bring me that thing. Can we light the TV? I'll smoke something for you.
This looks so pretty.
Thank you. Okay, so very much in the vein of like when a chef shows up to a party, like if you work in the spirit industry, it's like you
gotta
better bring it.
Yes.
So I always stick to the classics. Okay, like when people come to my house, they think I'm gonna bartend.
Right. You don't
at
want to
my
do
own
that.
party. No, I'm not doing that.
No.
So I trick them. So what
Jedi
I like to
mind
do
trick.
is I like to set up a theme for a bar. So I always try to pick something. So this is like if you're gonna have a holiday party and you don't want to make a cocktail, have a Manhattan bar.
Okay.
Okay. Write the little recipe on a cute little chalkboard. Put all your different vermouths, different bitters,
Aw.
have little bar tools set out, and all your guests make their drinks for themselves.
That's so great because
my gosh.
you want to be you as the bartender want to be able to enjoy the party too. So you don't want to be actually bartending at your party. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, so classic, I'm just gonna make it classic
Yeah.
Manhattan for everyone. So bitters, you can get these like cute little bitters bottles, but there's so many different types of bitters.
Bitters bottles.
Have amazing,
I've never seen anything like that.
have amazing bourbon and rye, so buy when you riff. And then, so we're gonna do some dashes of Angostura, and then sweet vermouth. There's a million different kinds of vermouth out there. So start with that. So it's 2 dashes of bitters, 1 ounce of sweet vermouth, 2 ounces of bourbon or rye.
Okay.
The easiest way to remember that is 212, which is the area code for Manhattan.
Yes.
That's why.
Yes.
I never knew why it was called a Manhattan.
So it's the easiest cocktail recipe to know. And like I said, just set out a bunch of tools, get a really pretty punch bowl filled with ice. And then it's fun. Everybody's like making their drinks.
No, it's an activity. You literally made an activity for your guests.
Because that's how we look at spirits. It's like bringing us together. It's the holidays.
So
We're like
smart.
hanging out. And then always spring for the good cherries. We don't want to see the bright orange or bright red, red 40 cherries.
how
And
pretty
then
is
get
that?
some really fun glassware. And then guess what? When you're doing
color
something
in
like
that.
this, all your glassware doesn't have to match. It's like cute, right?
Yes,
It's
it is.
kitschy.
It's kitschy. Yes.
Yeah, kitschy. Go to a thrift store, buy a bunch of different kind of glassware. So I set all the glassware out. Everybody makes their drinks. Everyone's happy, and they're proud because they're like,
They
I
made
made my
their
cocktail.
own.
Yes. This
And
is
they're like,
brilliant.
oh, I
That's
tried it.
genius.
I tried it with this bitters, or I tried it with this vermouth. I tried it with rye instead of, or I made like a really special one with an 8-year bourbon.
Although, let me speak from experience.
Yes.
Oh.
More than 2 Manhattans.
Oh.
You might want to be careful.
You don't even know. You could be in the 212, the 513.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was in the 414 club once. Yeah, that's not a happy place to be the
That's
next
when
day.
you lay
So.
the sleeping bags out and everybody's having sleepover.
Visions of sugar plums will dance.
Yeah, but I think for the
something was dancing.
holidays,
Something was dancing, that's for sure.
stick to the classics. You don't have to overthink it. Make it fun. You can also do. I've done like a Moscow Mule Bar before.
Super
That's really
smart.
fun.
Great idea.
Different kinds of ginger beer. Everybody kind of, and then you can say like, bring your favorite ginger beer if you want to bring something to my house, because sometimes we're left over with a bunch of alcohol or wine that we would never drink.
Yeah.
But ginger beer doesn't go bad,
Right.
so it's like, bring your favorite ginger beer.
I'm fascinated by the concept because it gives everybody sort of it's a thing. It's you want to taste the one I made, I'll taste the one you made.
Yes.
It's super smart.
It's about how we come together. Like that's how I really look at cocktails. It's the buzz is nice, right? But it's also about like we're coming together, we're experiencing things, we're experimenting, we're having fun.
Love it.
Yeah.
And you could do mocktails that way as well.
That's
And
right.
we'll talk more about New Riff in just a we
Great.
But Mark,
Come on back over. We don't know what Mark's
come
gonna
on,
do.
hang in. Yeah, you never know.
We're here to
Let's
entertain.
start disrobing. Before you start, by the way, I want to add one other thing.
Yeah.
When you showed the bitter bottle, I don't know why it was, all the boys were like, "Oh my gosh, look at the bitter bottle!" We were like the most precious things I've
Always
ever
like the bitter
seen.
bottle, and I was like, "Ooh, look at that bird."
I like
sure
cute
what
and
that
small
was.
things, something I'll never be.
Yeah.
Respect.
So Jungle Gems this time of year, I was there
What?
Thursday and bought some stuff, and it's
wild.
Some of the international foods, which I think is some of what you brought,
I tried
are
at
incredible.
least. Well, I have a whole stack over there, and I just was very slow bringing it to the table. So hopefully, every time we come back, I'll have a whole
I love
different
it.
pile of
Okay.
new things.
Great.
So I was like, all right, I'll bring some party snacks. So I brought, first off, one of my favorite chips ever. This is part of the Asian Lay's lineup. They call it Numb and Spicy Hot Pot.
Can we try?
Numb.
Yes, this
Numb
is all
and
for
spicy?
you. Yeah, but I gotta say, it is numb. I think the spicy's a little too over the top. It's not very spicy. Is what I'm saying.
I thought you were
okay,
gonna
it's
say it was
not.
too spicy.
I wish it was too spicy.
okay,
I would
okay,
like
okay.
a chip that seems mad at me. Here, I'll give that a good shot there. This is one of my favorites. We have a ton of flavors, and I have way more over there. But here, pass them around. Sorry, I'll
Okay,
get
I'm
back
gonna
to
let you all
Oh,
eat
yeah,
right
all right,
there.
All right.
While they're trying that, I want to show you one of the most unique chips. Well, that's my favorite. Here's another chip, as well. I'll say this one. So we have this line, Torres. They're from Spain. They have a bunch of wild flavors. I tried to get the sparkling wine one in, but I think they've been selling out so quick. This chip is so unique to me. It's fried egg. There's no egg in it. but it is. You know,
I can't wait.
like a fried
I
egg.
can't wait. Oh, I'm so
exactly
excited.
like a fried egg. I don't know. And also, Cincinnati, you love what a maniac I am opening this bag.
Why don't you open bags like a normal person?
What is
I
happening?
don't know what it is. It just feels, I feel confident doing it that way.
Yeah.
It's easy to
I
share
like
that
it.
way.
What if the next bag you open from the bottom?
Oh, let's go.
Really?
Oh, no.
Every time someone
Really
comes
Really make
around.
somebody
These are really
mad.
good. I like this because you show up at the party with something you know most people are
That
probably
tastes
not
like
going
a
to
fried
bring.
egg. Is that
go
Something
crazy?
very different.
That is wild.
Is the fried egg thing not like insane?
Before it even hits your mouth,
Yeah.
the smell of it.
Yeah.
It's
and
like
there's
the
no egg in
edges
it.
of the egg.
It's
Yeah,
dead-
that's totally what it
dead
is,
on
Ken. I'll
fried
tell
egg.
you what it is.
The
I
edges
wanna
of
know-
the egg with a little egg yolk.
It's like the crispy. Yeah.
Weird.
Oh my god, obsessed.
I want to know, or maybe I don't want to know how they get like real
Right.
egg flavor with no
Yeah.
egg.
We have some local areas that do those.
Like
That's
the flavor
amazing.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool. Don't get me wrong. I was blown away by it. Their whole lineup actually is really good,
It
but
simply says natural flavorings.
Right,
Potatoes,
exactly.
potatoes, sunflower oil. All
they're
right.
just like wafting in air
Okay.
with
Wow.
the
So
chicken.
they're not
coop.
frying the egg
Wait.
and powderizing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mark, he wants us to wrap up real fast,
Sure, we'll go
and
back to it.
we'll get back to the glog because
Yes.
I'm very interested in whatever glog is.
Yes.
How could you not do it?
And cheese? No, what is it?
This is called mezzo mix.
Oh, I can't see the other side. Mezzo
It's
mix.
okay.
We'll get to those in just a second.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we're not going to let them leave. They have to stay. All right. So we have some big news. So ARC Cincinnati has an in with the big man himself, Santa Claus, and we have been granted
It's big.
special access to this. Which one am I looking at, guys? That one?
Here, I can hold it.
I'm on there. That gives us a direct line to the North Pole. We had some kiddos send us their questions for St. Nick earlier this month, and I think we've already gotten some answers. Guessing we should check. Should we check
Yeah,
the
we
mailbox?
should.
All right,
We
let's
should
check.
check.
Let's check.
What's behind
I
door
feel
number
like
one?
Blue's Clues right now.
Okay.
This is from Connor, so open that.
Okay.
So Connor's question and Santa's response are in there.
And the question was actually a video question from
Oh,
Connor.
okay.
He has some questions about Santa's little helpers, so I think we have that video. Let's take a look.
Okay.
Hey Santa, when do elves get a break?
Connor
When do
is
the elves get a
concerned
break?
about the elves perhaps
Oh,
working
Connor.
too hard. You know,
that's
this
so
season, you know,
Nobody realizes Santa's more of a middleman. It's really all responsible by the
the elves
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
a logistics
Okay.
guy.
So we have the response here from Santa. It says, "Dear Connor, the North Pole is very busy this time of year with all the elves working on toys for the kids around the world, but we still have time for a little fun. The elves have plenty of favorite pastimes,
Okay.
like ice skating, snowball fights, and the occasional cookie break. Connor, with your elf uniform, you'd fit right in. Maybe one day you can come to the North Pole and meet all of the elves. Love, Santa." So good.
Spectacular.
And thank you for the video submission
was
of the
so
question.
sweet.
That was great.
Okay, who do we have up next?
I don't know.
We have Amelia. Hope I said that right. And she asked, do reindeer like hot chocolate? Let's see what Santa says here. So Santa says, "Dear Amelia, to stay in peak performance on Christmas Eve, my reindeer usually stick to the reindeer feed, but after their long journey around the world, they get the real favorite treat, carrots." Amelia, thank you so much for caring about my reindeer team. Dasher and Dancer, say hello.
Here, in both cases, the children are worried about
I know, other people.
proper care
Yes,
of
sweet.
you know, the elves and the
I
reindeer being
love
taken
it.
care of.
It's not like
That's great.
Santa,
The hard
where's my
worker.
Game Boy
Yeah,
or
that's
whatever.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just dated myself by saying Game Boy, by the way.
Game Boy. No,
That's okay. We all have one.
Yeah, we totally
Yeah.
Game Boy.
I'm excited about this.
You kicked the goal from midfield. Yep. I'm Jen Dalton.
I'm Bob Herzog. I feel
Okay.
totally comfortable like
Yeah,
this.
well, this feels real good. Our no-show socks. Fat or bad? Bob's
You're
a
welcome,
pollinator.
Earth.